Have you ever wondered why some people have the uncanny ability to make others come back to them, almost like a magnet? It's not luck, and it's not manipulation. It's a power you hold but often don't realize. Today, I'm going to reveal something so simple yet profound that it will change how you view relationships forever. Your energy is your most powerful asset, and most people underestimate its influence on the relationships they build. Energy is not just about how much effort you put into something, it's about the vibration you carry, the essence of who you are when you walk into a room, when you speak, and even when you're silent. It's the invisible force that others feel, whether they consciously realize it or not. When your energy is grounded, confident, and authentic, it sends a clear signal to those around you. I know who I am, and I am enough. This is not arrogance. It's a quiet, unwavering assurance in your own worth. And let me tell you, this kind of energy is magnetic. People, including men, are naturally drawn to individuals who exude this level of self-possession. But here's the thing, energy isn't something you can fake. You might be able to put on a confident facade for a short time, but if it's not aligned with who you truly are, people will sense the inconsistency. True power comes from within. It comes from doing the inner work, facing your fears, healing old wounds, and learning to love yourself deeply. When you do this, your energy shifts and you begin to attract people who resonate with the real you. Think of it like a flame. A weak, flickering flame doesn't draw attention, but a strong, steady fire captivates everyone around it. It provides warmth, light, and a sense of comfort. That's what happens when your energy is aligned and strong. You become the fire that others can't help but gather around. Now, let's be honest. Men, like anyone else, are incredibly perceptive to energy, even if they don't consciously understand it. They're not coming back because of the words you said or the things you did. They're coming back because of how you made them feel. And feelings are driven by energy. If your energy is desperate, needy, or overly focused on them, it creates resistance. But when your energy is confident, calm, and self-assured, it becomes irresistible. This is why it's so important to protect your energy. Stop giving it away freely to things and people that don't deserve it. Instead, invest it in yourself, your growth, your passions, your peace. When you focus on cultivating your own energy, you don't just attract people back into your life, you attract the right people. People who value and respect your presence. Remember, energy is not about what you say or do. It's about who you are when no one is watching. It's the silent force that speaks louder than any words ever could. When you understand this, you unlock a power that makes people come back to you, not because you need them to, but because they can't help but be drawn to the light you carry within. Detachment is one of the most misunderstood yet powerful principles when it comes to relationships and attraction. People often think detachment means giving up, walking away, or becoming cold and indifferent. But true detachment is none of these things. It's about creating space for you to breathe, for them to reflect, and for the energy of the connection to recalibrate itself. When you are overly attached to a specific outcome, whether it's wanting someone to stay, to come back, or to feel a certain way about you, you inadvertently create resistance. That attachment comes from a place of lack, of fear, of needing validation or control, and people can feel it. Even if you don't say it out loud, your energy broadcasts it, and it becomes suffocating. It pushes them further away, not because they don't care, but because the dynamic no longer feels free or natural. Detachment, on the other hand, is the ultimate act of self-love and trust. It's saying, I don't need to force this. I am whole on my own. It's letting go of the need to control every aspect of the relationship and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you detach, you stop chasing, and chasing is exhausting, not just for you but for the other person as well. Think about it. When someone is constantly pursuing you, it can feel overwhelming, even if their intentions are good. It's human nature to need space and freedom to move at our own pace. Detachment gives the other person room to breathe, to miss you, and to come back of their own free will. It removes the pressure and creates an environment where genuine connection can thrive. But detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. You can care deeply while still letting go of the need to control the outcome. It's about shifting your focus inward toward your own growth and well-being rather than outward toward what someone else is doing or feeling. When you detach, you reclaim your energy and redirect it toward becoming the best version of yourself. This shift in focus is transformative. Suddenly, you're no longer obsessing over whether they'll text back or if they'll come back at all. Instead, you're pouring your energy into things that nourish you, your passions, your goals, your peace. And as you do this, something incredible happens. You become magnetic. Detachment is powerful because it changes the dynamic. It flips the script. When you're no longer chasing or clinging, the other person starts to feel the shift. They begin to sense your strength, your independence, and your self-assuredness. This is deeply attractive because it signals that you are not seeking fulfillment from them. You've already found it within yourself. In this space of detachment, you allow them to make their own choices, to reflect on what they truly want, and often they realize what they've lost. But here's the beauty of detachment. You're no longer waiting for that realization. You're at peace with whatever happens because you know you're going to be okay, with or without them. True detachment is freedom. It's trusting that what is meant for you will find its way to you without force or manipulation. It's about holding space, not holding on. And when you master this, you not only attract people back into your life, but you also attract peace, joy, and alignment. You become unstoppable because your happiness is no longer dependent on anything or anyone outside of yourself. The law of magnetism is an undeniable force in relationships and life, and it's something most people overlook. It's the principle that states, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. It's not about wishful thinking or chasing after things or people. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally draws those things into your life. When you think about magnetism, it's easy to picture an actual magnet. It doesn't chase objects, it simply pulls them toward itself because of its inherent properties. The same is true for people. When you radiate a certain energy, people can't help but be drawn to you. It's not something they decide, it's something they feel. This isn't about looks, words, or actions alone. It's about the essence of who you are. The energy you carry with you in every interaction, every room you enter, and even in your silence. If your energy is rooted in confidence, authenticity, and self-assuredness, you'll find that people are naturally drawn to you. They feel a sense of ease, inspiration, and connection in your presence because your energy uplifts and empowers them. But if your energy is desperate, needy, or overly focused on seeking external validation, it creates a very different effect. People may sense that something feels off, even if they can't quite put it into words. They may pull away, not because they don't like you, but because your energy feels heavy or draining. This is why understanding and aligning with the law of magnetism is so powerful. The secret lies in becoming the kind of person who embodies the qualities you want to attract. If you want respect, show respect to yourself and others. If you want love, cultivate self-love first. If you desire connection, work on being open, present, and authentic. The energy you put out into the world is like a signal. It tells people how to respond to you. The beauty of magnetism is that it's effortless when you get it right. It doesn't require manipulation, chasing, or overcompensating. You don't have to beg for someone's attention or try to prove your worth. When you are aligned with your true self and your energy is clear and balanced, the right people will come to you naturally. It's important to remember that magnetism also has a reflective quality. The people and situations you attract into your life are often a mirror of your inner state. If you keep encountering relationships that feel unbalanced, one-sided, or unfulfilling, it may be a sign to look inward. What part of your energy is attracting these dynamics? Are you settling for less than you deserve? Are you projecting fear or insecurity? This is not about blaming yourself, but about empowering yourself. When you take responsibility for the energy you carry, you take control of what you attract. You begin to realize that you don't need to chase anyone or anything. Instead, you can focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally draws what you desire into your life. True magnetism comes from a place of wholeness. It's about knowing that you are enough exactly as you are. When you stop looking for external validation and start validating yourself, you become unstoppable. People will feel your inner strengths, your self-love, and your confidence. They'll want to be near you because your energy inspires and uplifts them. And here's the most amazing part. When you align with the law of magnetism, you don't just attract people and things. You attract the right people and things. The ones that resonate with your highest self, that match your values, and that truly belong in your life. This is not about quantity, it's about quality. Focus on your energy. Heal your wounds. Grow your confidence and align with your authentic self. When you do this, you'll find that the world around you starts to shift. The people who are meant to be in your life will come to you effortlessly, and you won't have to chase them. You'll simply be a magnet for everything that aligns with the best version of you. Silence is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in any relationship. In a world filled with noise where everyone is quick to speak, explain, justify, or argue, silence stands out. It creates space. Space for reflection, understanding, and even longing. Silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a deliberate choice, a moment of pause that can communicate more than words ever could. When you choose silence, you shift the dynamic. Instead of reacting impulsively, you allow the situation to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean ignoring or avoiding issues, but rather understanding that not every moment requires a response. Sometimes the most profound things are felt in the spaces between words. Silence gives others the chance to process their thoughts and emotions without feeling pressured or overwhelmed. In relationships, silence can also create an air of mystery. It allows the other person to wonder, to reflect, and to miss your presence. Constantly filling the air with words can dilute your impact, but when you're silent, you give your energy a chance to speak for itself. This isn't about playing games or being manipulative. It's about understanding the power of presence. Silence can be a boundary. It says, I don't need to explain myself to be understood. Or, I respect myself enough to step back and let things unfold. It can also signal strength. A person who is comfortable with silence radiates confidence because they don't feel the need to fill every gap with noise. They're at peace with themselves, and that kind of energy is magnetic. It's in silence that clarity often emerges. When emotions run high, words can cloud the situation, escalating conflicts or causing misunderstandings. But when you step back and remain silent, you give yourself and the other person time to cool down, to think, and to approach the situation with a clearer perspective. Silence can diffuse tension better than any argument ever could. Beyond communication, silence is a tool for self-reflection. When you stop talking and start listening to yourself, to others, and even to the silence itself, you gain insight. You begin to understand not just what others are saying, but also what they are not saying. Silence helps you tune in to the subtle energies and emotions in any interaction, giving you a deeper understanding of the dynamics at play. People often underestimate the power of silence because they confuse it with passivity. But silence is not passive, it's intentional. It's a choice to hold your ground, to preserve your energy, and to let things unfold without forcing them. It's a way of taking control of a situation without dominating it. Silence can be calm yet firm, gentle yet unyielding, soft yet incredibly powerful. In the context of relationships, silence is the space where emotions simmer, where realizations occur, and where people are reminded of your presence even in your absence. It's the quiet moments that often leave the most lasting impressions. Silence is not about shutting someone out. It's about holding a space where connection, understanding, and resolution can grow. Self-mastery is the cornerstone of everything you seek to achieve in life and relationships. It's about understanding and controlling your thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than allowing them to control you. When you master yourself, you become the architect of your own life. You stop being reactive to external circumstances and start responding with intention, clarity, and purpose. At the core of self-mastery is self-awarenesses. You must first understand who you are, your strengths, weaknesses, fears, desires, and patterns. Many people go through life on autopilot, unaware of how their internal world shapes their external reality. Self-awareness allows you to step out of this cycle and observe yourself with honesty and compassion. It's not about judging or criticizing yourself, but about recognizing where you can grow and how you can align with your true self. Once you're aware of your inner landscape, the next step is discipline. Self-mastery requires consistent effort to improve, even when it's uncomfortable or challenging. It's the ability to resist instant gratification for long-term growth and fulfillment. This discipline extends to every area of your life, your habits, your relationships, your goals. It's about making choices that reflect your values and priorities rather than being swayed by fleeting emotions or external pressures. Another key aspect of self-mastery is emotional regulation. Life will always throw challenges your way, and relationships will inevitably have moments of conflict or misunderstanding. The way you handle these situations is a reflection of your level of self-mastery. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting emotions dictate your actions, you learn to pause, process, and respond thoughtfully. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather understanding and channeling them in a way that serves you and others. Self-mastery also involves taking full responsibility for your life. It's easy to blame others, circumstances, or even luck for your struggles. But true mastery means owning your role in everything that happens. This mindset shifts you from being a victim to being empowered. When you take responsibility, you realize that you have the power to change your reality. In relationships, self-mastery is essential because it sets the foundation for how you interact with others. When you're in control of yourself, you're less likely to project your insecurities, fears, or unmet needs onto someone else. You approach relationships from a place of wholeness rather than lack. This creates a healthier dynamic where you can connect with others without losing yourself. Self-mastery is not about perfection. It's a journey of constant learning, growth, and refinement. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you fall back into old patterns. But each of these moments is an opportunity to practice self-compassion and recommit to your path. Mastery is not about never failing, it's about how you rise each time you do. As you continue on the path of self-mastery, you begin to notice subtle but profound changes. You start to feel more at peace with yourself, more confident in your decisions, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. This inner stability becomes a beacon, drawing others to you. People are naturally attracted to those who have a sense of calm, strength, and purpose. The power to shape your relationships and your life lies within you. By understanding the dynamics of energy, embracing the art of detachment, harnessing the law of magnetism, mastering the role of silence, and committing to the lifelong journey of self-mastery, you transform not only how others perceive you, but how you perceive yourself. This transformation is not about manipulation or forcing outcomes. It's about alignment, authenticity, and inner strength. When you cultivate these qualities, you stop chasing and start attracting. You realize that the key to drawing others back to you isn't about what you say or do, but about who you become. So, take these lessons to heart. Invest in your growth, protect your energy, and trust the process. When you embody confidence, peace, and purpose, the right people and opportunities will naturally find their way to you. It's not about waiting for them to return. It's about building a life so fulfilling and magnetic that they have no choice but to be drawn to your light.